Okay, everybody, welcome back to the show. You probably can't see in frame what's happening down here, but it is an insult to anyone with ambition, because this is the opposite of an ambitious animal. This is a very pathetic thing that's happening here. So let's jump into it, guys. And as we do, maybe subscribe to the channel, like the video, all thumbs up, comments, all that kind of stuff that I'm obligated to tell you because I'm a professional YouTuber. So let's talk about this. It's kind of an extension of what we talked about on Tuesday, which is, okay, where is the market right now and what can we interpret from this? And just to give you the brief recap is buyer demand has largely halted right now because interest rates have gone up and people have either said, either I genuinely can't afford the house anymore, or it went up and I'm going to sit back and wait to see what happens before I make a move because it's all just too volatile right now as we're figuring out what exactly is going on with the U.S. economy. Like, what is this? Recession? No. Inflation? What is this, right? So here's my guess is that once buyers get accustomed to higher interest rates that are probably going to last for a couple years, they're going to get back into the real estate market, okay? And you're going to see buyers re-enter the market and start buying stuff again. So, two parts. One, if you genuinely believe that, hey, we are at, you guys see this shit? You see that stupid ass dog paw? If you genuinely believe that it's all about the crumble, right? And everything's going to zero and it's full on depression that we're about to hit and everything, then don't do anything. If you really believe that, and I'm not saying that you're wrong, I'm saying I don't see that happening, but if you do see that happening, then don't do anything. Like stay in your apartment or house or like whatever your living situation is. But if you believed anything other than that, here would be my 2 cents, just a little observation. If the buyers if right now prices have actually come in isolated pockets, right, come down a little bit, and as a general rule of thumb, things are sitting on the market longer because all the buyers are going, ooh, I don't know what this interest rate thing is. I'm going to sit back and wait for a minute. Then you, the discerning buyer, should interpret this might actually be the perfect window to buy something. Because if you think about it, right, all the buyers halted, like, I don't know what this is, I'm pausing. Cool. So what happened? Stuff starts sitting in the market longer. Therefore, because of those days on market accumulate, the prices tend to come down a little bit. So as you see this price reduction, because the buyers are over here waiting to see what happens with interest rates, well, once they get used to the fact that the interest rates are going to be there for a minute, they're going to re-enter the market. Cool. So you're going to stop seeing those price reductions. And I don't think you're going to see prices rise necessarily right now, maybe a little bit. But at the very least, they're going to maintain in a level state, which would mean right now is the time to buy. Because you go, well, all the buyers are out hanging out. Some of the prices are coming down. There's a limited window of time before they enter the market again. Therefore, I'm going to go do it now. Because right now I've got some inventory on my side, a little bit of price reductions on our side. To give you an example, this one gave me great joy. So as someone who represents mostly buyers, many listing agents I despise because over the last 2 years, they realized they could do whatever the hell they wanted and there was no consequences. So now, as someone who has a couple, buyers in the marketplace right now, the listing agents are all messaging now and they're going, oh, so what'd you think of that house? Any interest in submitting an offer? Oh, you weren't doing that shit 6 months ago, were you? You were just sitting back on Easy Street waiting for the houses. So we submitted an offer on with a client, local client, submitted an offer on a house. They had listed it at 680. They had a couple of offers that I think went up to like 700. And so they raised the listing price to 700. What happened was the contract that they had fell out. So they put it back on the market, right? And they got 2 offers, one from us and then one from another buyer. So the one from us was at 680. And the agent calls me and he's like, so what's with this? He's like, yeah, that's pretty low compared to what we're listed at. And he's like, so why the 680? Well, I said, because you listed the house there. So I know at one point in time you were fine taking 680 because you listed it there. So yeah, and there's more inventory. So no, we're not going to give you 700 because the house has been sitting there for 3 weeks. And if you have 2 offers and the other one's better, I would suggest you take that one. And he probably thought I was bluffing. I wasn't. I told my client this. My client's a little bit of a hothead, and he was basically like, fuck those guys, pull that offer. So I pulled the offer. And what happened? So they took the other one. And what happens? I get a text this morning. Hey, any interest in submitting an offer on this house? I wrote the guy back and I was like, I know you're texting everyone who it showed to. Look at the text thread. I sent you an offer before and you complained about it, so we pulled it. Which means the other one that you accepted, they wound up retracting theirs too. So that makes me happy. Why? Because a listing agent is now having to scramble. And that's a good thing, everyone. It's not great if you're a seller. It's fine if you're a wise seller because you understand what the market's doing, you price your house appropriately, but it's like that gave me great joy to have a listing agent come crawling to you and say, nah, man, we're good. Because I told you there was other inventory and we were going to go a different direction if you pushed us. You pushed us, we went a different direction, and now you come crawling back to Papa looking for another offer. Not today, ISIS. Not today. Not happening. Not on my watch. So anyway, we'll probably go ahead and wrap this video up because I don't know how we really got down this tangent, but here's the point. I think that this is an ideal time to buy something because the houses are sitting, the buyers haven't figured out that this is going to last for a minute, so no one's doing anything. Get in there, guys. Like, get in. I think this might be your ideal window right now, and I don't see it lasting for much more than 60 days. I think you might have about a 60-day window to get this shit done right now. Fucking on a roll over here, guys. So, this is Michter's. If you ever see this and you're like, is it Michter's? What is it? Michter's. Took me like 6 months to figure out how to pronounce the distillery. So this is their sour mash. I'm not typically a big fan of sour mashes, but I needed this to complete the 4-bottle collection that is the baseline Michter's. They have their 10 and 20 years and shit like that, but those sell for like, you know, $300-400 because you got to buy them in the secondary market. So I was very excited to get this. I'm not saying I had to have it brought in from another state, but we also don't have it here in Utah. So, you know, you connect. I'm not a bootlegger, guys. I'm not. I'm a legal, law-abiding citizen, but I was excited to get that sour mash. However, I had to get it. So if you guys need real estate help, let us know. This kind of attitude, this is what you can expect. So if you're like, don't need that in my life, don't call us. Okay, don't call us. Right? You're gonna get you might get a bad attitude. Right? So just this is what you get. What you see is what you get. This is the way we talk to you, even when we talk to you in like a professional setting. So if you need that kind of help, let us know. Website's linked below. As always, me and this useless freaking animal are out. We'll see you next time.